Hey, welcome. If you are new here, or welcome back if you have been here before. I am Freya, this is Budgie Budgets, and today is Sunday, which means we are doing a budget with me. You guys are gonna have to bear with me because my voice, I'm sure you can tell, I am still really unwell. I've been really sick all week. I don't know what bug has attacked me, but my goodness, it has been a nasty one. So I am still on the mend, and I still sound terrible. I am feeling much better today than I have for the rest of the week. So we are getting there, but yeah, it still sounds shocking. So I do apologize for the croaky and odd sounding voice. Also, if there's a slightly yellow cast to my nails, it's because I've been dyeing my hair. So I think a whole bunch of it kind of stained my nails a little bit when I was washing it out. So we will start today with our things they don't teach you in school cards. Let's have a look what we can. Who made the first phone call to the moon? Richard Nixon. I mean, that makes sense, doesn't it? Really? I don't feel like that's a particularly interesting fact. But anyway, that's fine. Okay, so we're going to do some unstuffing. We've got a fair bit of money to unstuff today. So we're taking, this is going to be a pickle. Hold on, let's unstuff license first. So we're taking $235 out of there because we paid hubby's 10-year license renewal. So that is done. And we also paid my car registration. So we're taking out $230 for that. So I'll pinch that $10 and we can put that back in here. So we still have in car registration 50, 60, 70, 80, which is awesome. I may well have to steal some of that to put towards car tires. My tire on my car, I was saying last week, had gone flat while we were away for the weekend, and it does definitely have a slow leak. Like, I've filled it back up 2 or 3 times across the week now, and each time it has gone down by a fair bit. So I was having a look, and the tires for my car are like $325 each. So, and I imagine when I take it to the tire place, they're going to say they want it that both of the rear tires need to be replaced. I knew that was going to happen when I bought the car. They told me that the tires would have at least another year in them, and it has most certainly not been a year. So I'm really disappointed about that, but it is what it is. We're just going to have to muster up $600 and, well, probably $700 by the time they get fitted at least. So that sucks. But at least, like, I hope I will be able to find the money in here, basically. No, I don't need that one. I need this one. I am unstuffing medication, so $25 coming out of there. I've also spent from our our regular medications that I give to every week, because obviously I had to top up on some cold and flu stuff, sore throat, gargle, and I did also buy a 5-packet of those like fancy new testing kits now that tell you if you have I think it tests for like COVID, RSV, influenza A and influenza B, which is pretty cool. Apparently I don't have any of those, so I don't know, whatever I have feels a lot nastier than just a standard cold, but evidently it's none of those nastier ones, which I'm incredibly grateful for. So that is that. School is losing its 10 because that's been spent. And school books, I think I spent 10 out of as well. Oh no, maybe I didn't. Oh no, I must have used that. I bought just a couple of things for the big kids for school, but I must have taken it out of school, not out of books, because that should have 165 in it, so that's fine. And then the last thing we need to unstuff is from Family Fun. So we're taking 50 out of there, unfortunately. I can't even remember what that was for, you guys. I honestly don't know what we spent that on, but we did. We did spend it. So it's just one of those weeks. Okay, so this week we have unstuffed 200, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 520, 530, 540, $550. Obviously the bulk of that was for car registration and car license, and then just a few other bits here and there. So that's pretty good. We haven't done a whole lot of spending, which you'll see. We'll do roll it up now. We're getting close, you guys. We're over the $75 mark. We just have $3.06 going in today. Okay, that's that done, which is kind of awesome. So I did remember to do November's budget. I wrote it out wrong the first time I wrote it, so I had to reprint the pages. Yeah, it's been like that, you guys. It has been like that this week. But do you know what? I'll just zoom you in a tiny bit. Today I'm nearly finished. I only have one challenge left to go that I have to cut out for advent calendars. I have cut, you guys, I worked it out when I worked out how many of each challenge I needed, how many boxes I sold and all that. I have printed, laminated and cut out more than 1,100 savings challenges. It's been mental. It's been mental. I'm so excited that I'm done with that part. I've got a whole lot of scratch off stickers, hundreds of scratch off stickers to place now. I'm so glad I didn't do too many scratch offs in there because but the ones that I have done have lots of stickers on them, but that's fine. It's all good. I hope you guys are gonna love them. I'm actually really excited. There are some challenges in particular that I have hand drawn the entire thing from scratch, and I hope you guys love them. I'm so excited about them. I can't wait to see everybody open them. I laid them all out on my bench this morning to take a photo, and then I looked at my husband and he's like, that looks so impressive. It looks good. I'm like, I have no one to send this to. I have no one to show because I don't want to put it on my Instagram because then you guys are all going to be spoiled. And no one else that I know is really into the whole budget thing. They don't really understand what I'm doing with all of my time. So it's kind of funny, but yeah, that's really awesome. So anyway, but it does mean my brain's a bit of a vegetable because I've just been charging for with that. I have taken down all physical listings on Etsy just as to preempt my just having a week or so off after I've finished all of the advent calendars, just so I can try and get my health. I know I'm not recovering from this cold because I'm just not resting at all between everything. It's just term 4. I said this a few weeks ago. Term 4 is just so busy. There's so much stuff going on with the kids. There's so much stuff going on with me trying to get this advent calendar happening. I am so glad hubby has some time off. He's going to be able to help me a little bit with packing them up, which is awesome. And hubby and I have something on every day this week. I've got my skin check on this week. We've got smoke alarm detector. That was very timely, coming to all of our smoke alarms. I have, what else? Oh, hubby and I are going to a concert this week too. We have the Hosier concert, which I'm so excited about. I'm just really, really hoping that I feel a little bit better by then. I'm literally just chugging salt water, you guys, because I have POTS. I get really, really dizzy when I'm not well. So I have to drink lots of salty water to try and pump my blood pressure back up. It's disgusting, but that's life. Yeah, it's just been hectic. Also, our next door neighbours whose house burnt down, they left a whole bunch of chickens behind, you guys. They ate chickens in the world's tiniest chicken coop. And no one was feeding them. They had no water. They had no food for a whole, I didn't realize they were there. I thought someone had come and taken them away. And then when hubby and I realized that they were still there, we kind of went to check on them. Then we had to go in council because there's all temporary fencing around. Council have let us know that there's a police investigation happening. So what it sounds like is that they believe that it's possible or probable that the fire had been set intentionally. I have really horrible feelings about that, mostly because I cannot possibly fathom that someone whose house is so close to someone else's house would intentionally set their house in fire. Not like knowing how close we came to losing our own house. The fact that that might have been done on purpose really, yes. It doesn't do nice things for my feelings. It makes me really, really angry. But anyway, I suppose it's neither here nor there. It's done and dusted now. That's their problem. They can deal with it. But yeah, we had to. So anyway, RSPCA ended up having to come out. That's our, for anyone not in Australia, that's our like, animal protection agency, I suppose you would call them. And they came out to check on them. And the RSPCA lady was very upset because the chickens have been so distressed that they've like been plucking all their feathers out and stuff. So we offered to take them, but they actually had too many chickens. You're not allowed to have that many chickens on a residential property here without a permit, and they didn't have one. So I think that the RSPCA have now taken them away to be like checked out and looked after. So yeah, that was really awful. Like that took up like a whole day of my brain space just because I was so worried about these poor starving chickens. But anyway, okay, sorry you guys, I'm just going on a massive tangent. So our regular income, hang on, I have to cough, I'll delete it. I will edit that out because I sound like an 80-year-old who has been a chronic smoker their whole life at the moment. Anyway, so regular income is $7,974. We get a child support payment once a month, $1,229. And then other income is $600. That's what I'm expecting to come in from the Get Active vouchers. They have sent me an email saying that our applications have been approved. So that should be paid this week, which is awesome. I'm so unbelievably grateful to be able to access that money. So our rent for this month, $2,624. That is our new rent amount. So that's the higher amount. Our internet's still $100. Insurance, that's for our home and contents. Well, it's just contents insurance for $49 a month. Our health insurance is $264. Swimming is $320, but I am expecting that to be a little bit lower because one of the kids' swimming lessons this month fell on a public holiday, so we don't have to pay for that lesson. So I think that'll be probably around $70 less than that maybe. But if that's the case, I'll put that money straight towards car tires. Apple Cares insurance for my daughter's iPad, $6, iCloud, $15, Xbox, $22, Spotify, $24, Netflix, $19, YouTube is $17. Groceries, we're budgeting $1,655 for the month. Takeaway $297. I have made this a little bit higher than we have in previous months just because I noticed we had a pattern of overspending and catching up. So I'm just giving it a little bit more for now, especially while hubby is going to be transitioning to his new job. I don't want him coming home late from the city and then feeling like he has to cook every night. And obviously some nights I will cook. But while I'm feeling like this, I can't stand over heat. If I stand over the stove stirring anything, I will pass out. So, yeah, we just have to be a little bit creative. Petrol, $220 for the month. Tolls is getting $40. Mikey, as our public transport system, is getting $15 because my daughter has a big excursion coming up. She needs a whole week of daily trips. Chemist is getting $50 for the month. Our spending is getting $140, so that's $70 each. Plus, this is my husband's and this is mine. Sorry, guys. Just had to cough up a lung again and have a drink. I'm just going to leave that next to me. Oh, my goodness. Dog food is getting $112. Dog bones is getting $84. And then pocket money for my kids is $70, so that's broken down according to age. My oldest gets $30, my youngest gets $15, and my son gets $25, I think it is. And then I've just broken down, I didn't want to break down every single category because I wouldn't have had space and we would have been here all day. So I've just broken down what each binder is getting for the whole month. So our home binder, which is all of our like gas, electricity bill, phone bill, that sort of thing, it's getting $645. Our car binder is getting $200. Although that's likely going to have to be changed to be a lot more than that. Our life binder, which is like clothes, shoes, all that sort of thing, is getting $710. The reason that is so high is because I'm putting $500 from this payment into clothes and shoes, specifically for hubby to get some new clothes before he starts his new job. Because he will have to be in the office more, he will just need some more like dress pants and nicer shirts and things like that, now that he's not working from home full time. Our health binder is getting $125. School is getting $585. A huge chunk of that will be going towards my daughter's laptop. We did get the email finally from school giving us the information about that, and they have decided they have like a scheme with JB Hi-Fi, which is a major audiovisual store in Australia. So they give you options that you can buy through them, and they've given their providers 2 options this time. They've decided to upgrade the computers since I bought my son's last year. So it's actually going to be more expensive, about $200 more expensive than I was expecting, which really sucks. So we're just going to do our best, you guys. We're just like, look, I'm grateful that at this time I'm scrambling to go, where am I going to get this last few $100s from? Not this time last year when I was buying my son's, it was like, are we going to be able to put this all on the credit card, or is our credit card too maxed out? That's where we were this time last year. We definitely did not have the cash to pay for it. Whereas this year I'm like, oh, we're going to be short a few $100s and this sucks. And the reason it's not going to be easy to cover it is because also my tires need to be replaced, and also I'm planning this really big Christmas present for the girls. So like, is the Christmas present for the girls necessary? No, and if we can't afford it, we won't do it, but I do really want to do it for them, because they have wanted it for a long time. Sorry, you guys, this video is going to be so choppy just because I'm editing out all of my coughing. Yeah, so anyway, it sucks that we haven't quite made it there yet. But you know, I'm hoping for small miracles, and I think with a little bit of, you know, if we need to shuffle some things around, we will. But we do have enough money here to shuffle around if we need it. I don't really want to break into our emergency fund. I don't want to unstuff the crystal binder. That would be an absolute last resort. Hubby's like, we'll just put it on the credit card. I'm like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I do not want to add a cent to that credit card. I really feel really, really strongly that I don't want to do that. So I think in order to make it happen, maybe we might need to chew up that mojo. We've got some savings challenges finishing up, which will get us close. Beyond that, I think what I will do, sorry guys, I didn't even finish. I will finish going through this. I think what I'm going to do is repurpose the debt binder. So that already has about $180 in it. And I do have a little bit more money that I'm going to put in there. I think what I'm going to do is turn that into Christmas savings. And then finish that off by the end of this month, hopefully, or at least come very close to that, and put that money towards the girls' present and or towards my daughter's laptop. That's my plan, because I just think we're going to need that money. And as much as I'm bummed because it was earmarked for debt, my strong priority is to prevent future debt. Like that is, you know, that is even a larger priority for me than paying down past debt, is preventing future debt. I don't want to fall back into the cycle where I'm paying off debt only to use it again. So I would rather use that money to prevent any money being put onto the credit card, rather than continue to save it for debt, only like to pay it back. I hope that makes sense. It makes sense in my head. It's the logical thing to do as far as I'm concerned. And also that should mean that we absolutely don't have to touch the crystal binder, which I'm so like, just religiously dedicated to not unstuffing that unless it is legitimately an emergency. So that's where my thinking is at with that. The dogs have got $95 going towards them this month. Again, I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. We've booked both of them in to go to the vet on Friday. This is going to be a very, very expensive 2 months for us, but in particular November, it looks like it's going to be a very, very costly month. It's fine. Like, that's what we've been saving all of this money for. I'm just hoping that, yeah, we can, even if we have to wriggle things around a little bit, that we'll be able to cover it. You know, like if I need to take out of our medical fund to cover the dog's vet visit, that's fine because the money is there. I can use it. You know, sometimes we have to be flexible. With the online app that I use, I'm a one-app girly, and they're part of their ethos method, I suppose you'll call it, is they call it rolling with the punches, and that is when you have to take money from one category to cover spending in another category that you haven't planned. And it is one of the best things that I have come across. Like, as long as you're not doing it too often and too frequently, but for unexpected things that come up, that's what it is. It's rolling with the punches to lessen that impact, to make sure that you're not relying on debt. Events is getting $285. That is entirely going to Christmas. Birthdays is getting $115. Mini Mondays will get $120, which is $30 a week. And savings games is getting $210. And then just our minimums on our credit card. So Visa is getting $290, MasterCard is getting $160. If we can make any additional payments to that, amazing. If we can't, I'm okay. If we make no extra payments towards debt for the rest of 2024, I don't see that as a problem if we come out of it without adding to that debt. So it'll still go down as long as we're making our minimum payments. It just won't be going down by very much. But as long as we're not adding to it, as long as we can get through this Christmas season and all of these other expenses that are popping up, just absolutely trying to take me down, I'm okay with it, you guys. I really am. Because, yeah, it's just what happens sometimes, you know? So without further ado, this is going to be a pretty quick budget. Thank goodness, because I've waffled for long enough. Hey, let's see where our money is going this week. So we have our regular income, which is our government income this week, for $1,355. This may well change, and look, that's another option. If we absolutely need to borrow money from somewhere to get through this season, I will do Centrelink Advance. I've never done that before, but it's an interest-free option, and they just take the repayments out of your payment before it even gets to you. If I'm understanding how it works correctly. And that's an option that's open to us. So I'd rather not if I don't have to, but if I need it to get my daughter's laptop over the line, that's what I'll do. And then I'll just pay it back over the coming, couple of months. So that's that. And then I am pulling just $30 out of Etsy. And then we've got the Get Active vouchers coming, or reimbursements it is. Guys, also, if you're in Victoria, apply for these. If you have a child with a healthcare card, they make it tricky to find on their website, but you don't just have to apply for the vouchers. You can apply for reimbursement if the provider that you use doesn't accept their vouchers, because the place where my kids go don't. So I just pay them and then I apply for the reimbursement and they just transfer me cash into my bank account, which is awesome. But I think a lot of people don't realize that's an option anymore because they don't make it obvious. So rent is getting $239, and that is the only fixed category that is getting any love this week, which leaves us with $1,746. Groceries is getting $410. Takeaway is getting 66. I know that's a weird amount, it's just rounding. Petrol is getting 110. Chemist is getting 10. Spending is getting 20. So that is 616, which leaves us with 1,130. And oh, that's not the right. Oh dear, you guys. Oh dear. Okay. Then cash envelopes are getting, I've not totaled this out, I'm such a dag. Minus, Oh my goodness, what am I doing? Is that right? Yeah, so cash envelopes are getting 1,040, so it's a chunky one this week. Mini Mondays is getting 30, and savings challenges is getting 60. They're getting just a little bit extra, which is our 1,130, which leaves us with nothing. That's it. That is our zero-based budget. So hopefully we can get some savings challenges finished this week. Fingers crossed. At least one. I think that bingo is really, really close. And then we'll also play some debt binder, except now it is makeshift Christmas binder. Yay! Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. If you stuck to the end, well done. I was a chatty Cathy today. Thank you for sticking with me, and I will see you tomorrow for Mini Mondays with my little ducky. It's probably not going to be the most thrilling Mini Mondays ever because I feel like this and I sound like this. But important that we get it done anyway. So I will see you guys then. If you haven't already subscribed, please feel free to hit the subscribe button. Oh my goodness, you guys, I am going to let you go and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.